We are live. Good evening, beautiful humans. Live from New York, it's Monday night, and it is time for Monday Night Muses with special guest. I know you're really going to love Ray's style. He's got a storytelling vibe. He's just a masterful songwriter, really cool player as well. I just want to hear it one more time. Anyway, so Ray's super awesome. He's got an album coming out. It's not out yet, but coming out soon this summer. He's got a few CDs already out on the books. On the books, is that a thing people say? I don't know. It's a thing I said just now. So maybe you'll get some sneak previews of some of those songs from the new CD. Maybe you'll hear some old favorites as well. If you're not familiar with Ray, I know you're going to love his vibe. If you are, then you already know why you should be listening and tuned in with your most chipper ears. I'm going to get out of the way and leave you in Ray's capable hands. And I'll see you again later tonight. Bye, friends.
See you in a little bit there, Rory. Well, thank you so much, Rory. First of all, thank you so much for doing this, period, on Monday nights, hosting this and allowing people to get a chance to sing some songs for people. And I think I'm going to have to put that theme song on my next CD. That was just awesome. But I'm going to sing some songs for you, and then we're going to throw it back to Rory. Closer to the top of the hour, and I'm going to start with a song with a very simple message that love is always worth fighting for. No, she lied. She didn't know. Kid Bayonne got out and was heading home. She pulled her bags off the grocery line, got to her car and wished that she could turn back time. 15 months, 15 rounds, more or less the same. Well, Kid Bayonne stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. See, it was after work, she was out with friends when her ex turned up and came at her again. He spun her around, his fists in the air, but one punch, Kid put him down into intensive care. 15 months, 15 rounds, more or less the same. Well, Kid Bayonne stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. Any given night, Kid climbed into the ring, bracing for the blows that he knew every battle brings. But then love hit him like a train that he tried outrunning, and he staggered to his corner like he never saw it coming. her door and saw a kid on her steps, arm in arm, her head on his shoulder. They sat like that for hours, just watched the night grow colder. 15 months, 15 rounds, more or less the same. The kid Bayo stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. Fighting for his name. Well, we're going to move to a bar room right about now. We're going to turn the clock ahead a little bit to that time of night when everything starts looking a little differently late at night. Right about, a certain hour, you look up at the old clock on the wall and you realize that it's a good time for a bad idea. Closing time, the lights are bright, and the bartender wants to call it a night. Don't go home, he cries, but don't stay here. It's a good time for a bad idea. Now honey, you're looking good, yeah, you're looking fine. If you're wondering what's on my mind, just grab your coat and I'll make it clear. It's a good time for a bad idea. Let's go crazy, let's get down and leave a mark all over town. Start some trouble that they won't forget. Oh, raise a ruckus that we'll regret. Take my hand, walk out this door, and be someone you've never been before. Things ain't always quite like they appear. It's a good time for a bad idea. That's right. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a real good time for a bad idea. Let's go crazy, let's get loud, and do some things that won't make us proud. Start some trouble and they won't forget. Raise a ruckus that we'll regret. But in the morning when that sun is high, now don't be looking for a kiss goodbye, 'cause with the break of dawn I'll disappear. It's a good time for a bad idea. That's right. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Yeah, it's a real good time for a bad idea. Oh, admit it, you've been there. You've been there. You know it. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, people. Diggity Cat. Oh, Deb Pay. Good to see you, Deb. I gotta scroll down. There's so many comments. That's great. Thank you. Okay, well, as Rory mentioned, I do have a new record coming out. Probably not more than about a month from now. And this is the title cut. It's one of my more optimistic songs, I would say. It's all about faith and faith in the road ahead, faith in what we can't see around that next bend, around that next turn. A little short story about the road ahead. She stopped to buy a flower in the rain, just outside her door. Then gave it to a woman on the train, and she thought could use it more. Where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead, well, it's not the road you're on. He picked up a paper at the stand and held it high above his head. But with the water dripping from his hand, he ducked into a store instead. Where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead is not the road you're on. Leave the things you've lost behind. Welcome to the world of new things you find that are waiting to take and he blew with his coffee like a kite. Heading down back to the street. He didn't see her waiting for the light. Her things fell at his feet. See, where you are is where you ought to be. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead, yeah, it's not the road you're on. No, it's not the road you're on. Yeah, yesterday is gone, words to live by. Okay. I've got another little short story for you. That's also off the new record. I think I'm going to play a bunch of new songs off the new record. This one's about a guy who's just got a cloud over his head. I don't know how many people remember an old comic called Beetle Bailey, but I think he always had a black cloud over his head or something. Well, that's the story of this poor guy. He's sort of like a Damon Runyon type of guy. Nothing can go right for him. It's called That Kind of Fool. Well, she had a body only youth could build. I'm nearsighted and over the hill, but she caught my eye like a star in the sky. She smiled once, I smiled twice. Too late now for your advice. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, she took my wallet and she took my ring. She took my watch, ran out of things. She left me what God started me with. All I can say is this: I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a broken track. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, my Uncle Harold was a prince of a man. He said you should live like a king if you can, and he cut me in for my piece of the pie. He sold me on the American dream and put my money in a Ponzi scheme. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, I lost my house and sold the car, but Uncle Harold's out of living large. I catch some Z's in the back of the bus, but that don't help me much, 'cause I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a broken track. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. My cousin said he needed help with the chore. We pulled around to the back of a store. The man stood up on the edge of a truck. Well, we packed the car, paid in cash. Sirens howled and red lights flash. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, I tried to run, but I tripped and fell. Oh, my cousin drove off like a bat out of hell. They found me in the alley nearby, just reaching for the sky. I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a broken track. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, it could be worse. I'm still alive and eating well the next 3 to 5. They asked my plea when the charges were read, and you know what I said. Judge, I'm just a man with a mark on his back, a train wreck heading for a broken track. Can't go to school to be that kind of fool. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Oh, no. So when you're having a bad day, think of that guy. And your day's not so bad then. Why, thank you, Diggity Cat. That's all. awfully nice of you to say. Let's see. All right, well, I learned to play the guitar listening to two very different people when I was really young. Like most youngins, I listened to Bob Dylan. But unlike most youngins, I also listened to Mississippi John Hurt. And one of the first songs I learned to play was a song called Ain't No Tellin'. So all these years later, I kind of wrote a song that's a little bit of a tip of the cap, a little bit of an homage to the guitar playing I picked up from Mississippi John. I got home to Mississippi late last night. You were waiting up to start a fight. I guess there'll be no kissing. Oh, you weren't missing me. Well, I was born to sing the blues, but baby, why you helping me? I had a little bit of business cross that Georgia line. Still I made it back in record time, but it ain't my peaches you're reaching for, I see. That's right. I was born to sing the blues, but baby, why you helping me? Now if you were talking about going walking with some dandy down the street, well, get your head straight before it's too late, and I pick up my feet. Louisiana's where I ought to go. They got a juke joint outside East Monroe. Oh, women and whiskey, that's one risky recipe. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, baby, why you helping me? Why you helping me, mama? Drinking with some dandy on the town. Well, just put your money where your mouth is, honey, and don't come back around. I'm slipping on my Monday morning shoes, heading off again to pay my dues. Oh, when trouble hits me, it fits me to a T. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, baby, why you helping me? I was born to sing the blues, baby, why you helping me? Why you helping me? I'm going to throw in a true story here. A long, long time ago, back in the 19th century, the 1800s, as you probably all know, we went around stealing land from the Indians. And usually, first places or places that had minerals or something of value. Oh, thanks. Well, it's certainly in his style. Like someone just mentioned that it sounded like it was written in 1928, which I really, really appreciate. I'll just say one little thing for all the guitar players out there. Mississippi John Hurt only played with 2 fingers and his thumb, you know. And so when I learned to play, I didn't quite realize that, but I learned to play with two fingers and my pick. But that's how my style was influenced by Mississippi John Hurt. He only used these 2 fingers. I digress. So as we traveled westward, we stole land that had minerals and things like that. And in the 1830s or 40s, they discovered copper on Cherokee land. And they spent the next 150 years taking what was once a beautiful Tennessee Valley and turning it into a wasteland. And this is the true story of Ducktown, Tennessee. They came to Tennessee and drove out the Cherokee, and they called this place Ducktown. By 1883, they'd cut down every tree for 50 miles around to burn the copper there, but sulfur filled the air, and soon a deadly rain was falling down. The soil washed away, but the railroad brought each day miners to Ducktown. Back in 1939, we walked out on the line. We were striking for Ducktown. Neighbors old and young, well, they watched with dying lungs the scabs roll into town. Yeah, they came for you and me like they did the Cherokee. And like these ancient hills, we stood our ground. But both fights would be lost, a desert spread across what was once Ducktown. Few hundred of us stayed, once it was all hauled away. The earth cut down to bone to hold the tunnels up, they'd flood the holes we dug. And the river cried and moaned. And then the owners all were gone. Yeah, they packed up and moved on. They flew across the desert, red and brown. Once the hands were bare, they took their gains elsewhere, and they left behind Ducktown. Yeah, they left behind Ducktown. It's one of two songs that I get a ton of emails about, and usually it's because someone Googled it to see if it was really true, and then when they see the pictures, they realize that it's even worse. The land was so destroyed that not only was it not possible for even wildlife to live there, but there were no bugs or insects even. That's pretty bad when it's too rough for even a mosquito, you know. Went on till the middle 60s, by the way, 1960s. And the river to this day is still constantly monitored for mercury and metals in the water. Okay. I gotta keep it up. Time's slipping away. I gotta pay attention here. I kind of like this song. It's the moral to this song is if you take anything for granted long enough, and this is something to think about, take anything for granted long enough, you'll lose it. It's a song called I Missed Her. Well, I put her hand in mine, told her it was time. There might have been a better way. I took off in the night and I thought I was a bird in flight. I didn't get that far away when I knew that I missed her. Yeah, I missed her. Well, I found a place to stay, and I grabbed the first job came my way. I didn't think I'd be there long, 'cause every night it seemed I saw her face in every dream, and heard her voice in every song, and I knew that I missed her. Yeah, I missed her. Because you know that life don't give you second chances every day. Only a fool would let a sure thing slip away. So I turned the bike around and I headed back to my hometown and raced right up to her door. But when I called her name, someone came out to explain that she don't live here anymore. And I knew that I missed her. Yeah, I missed missed her. Because you know that life don't give you second chances every day. Only a fool would let a sure thing slip away. And I knew that I missed her. Yeah, 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 yeah. I missed her. Yeah, 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 you know I missed her. Yeah, 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 yeah. I missed her. Let's see what folks are saying out there. Another influence, Hank Williams was a big influence in my life. What I learned from Hank Williams was keep the song simple and heartfelt. And it can't go wrong. And so this was kind of, I guess, another tip of the cap. When he stopped to say hello, he looked like he did years ago. A touch of gray is all that's new. But when he takes your hand, suddenly you understand he doesn't look a day over you. Now you might think that time stood still and the years had all been kind, and he's the man that you always knew. He'll ask if you've been well, and it isn't hard to tell. He doesn't look a day over you. His voice still sounds the same. Each mention of your name, he laughs about something you used to do. His eyes drift far away. There isn't much to say. He doesn't look a day over you. Now you can see his smile betray the wounds time didn't heal, and the heart that still beats true. And even as he says goodbye, there's nothing he can do to hide. He doesn't look a day over you. He doesn't look a day over you. Both kinds of music, country and western. This mic is, there you go. There we go. All right. Much better. Okay. Back to the new record. This little story has a slightly more upbeat message. So hopefully it'll counterbalance the last one. Well, I found myself standing in the drugstore right behind a lovely stranger on the checkout line. I thought I'd try to say hello, 'cause after all, you never know, and I have always been the gambling kind. I put money on a horse once, it came in last that day. I put dollar after dollar in machines that didn't pay. And while you'll never get your heart broke in a game that you don't play, you'll never win if nothing's on the line. I guess that's why I'm still the gambling kind. Well, she smiled sweetly, but politely she declined and paid for her things, headed back outside. I watched her walk away with nothing left to say. It's just the price you pay to be the gambling kind. I put money on a horse once, it came in last that day. I put dollar after dollar in machines that didn't pay. And while you'll never get your heart broke in a game that you don't play, you'll never win if nothing's on the line. I guess that's why I'm still the gambling kind. Left the counter, walked back in the bright sunshine. She was waiting on the sidewalk the whole time. She handed me her number, then just left me there to wonder how she had come to be the gambling kind. Put money on a horse once, and it came in last that day. I put dollar after dollar in machines that didn't pay. And while you'll never get your heart broke in a game that you don't play, you'll never win if nothing's on the line. I guess that's why I'm still the gambling kind. guess that's why. How am I doing on time? Okay, doing okay. I had when the pandemic hit and we were all trapped in our houses, I had the good fortune of having a bunch of friends send me videos and audio and sing along on this next song and play along on this next song. And it really it came out lovely. And I'm very grateful to them. And I would just say that if you have a chance, if you do go to my website, or if you Google on YouTube the song I Need You by Lambiase, the video is really lovely, and I'm very grateful to the people that chipped in to make it possible. And it did capture a moment in time, but it will be on the new record as well. Not the video, but the song. It's called I Need You. We all need each other. There's a bird high in the tree that sings the harmony to a song that only you can hear, that only you can hear, only you can hear. And there's a secret time has missed, held tightly in my fist, a map that leads where only you can go, where only you can go, only you can go. I need you more than you need me. Yeah, I need you more than you need me. And there's an echo from the cliff, the voice of loneliness, a wildfire only you can feel, that only you can feel, only you can feel. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. Now you can say it isn't so, you love me more than I will know. Then tell me now and I'll believe it's true, 'cause I need you. There's a dying of the day that gives each night away, a final spark that only you can see, that only you can see, that only you can see. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. Now you can say you feel the same, cross your heart to make that claim, Then tell me now and I'll believe it's true. 'Cause I need you. I need you. I need you more than you need me. Okay. Looks like I got time for a couple more here. Let's see. This was the title cut off my first album. And I like to think it's also a part of history in that it's the only folk song in the history of time ever inspired by a Thomas Hardy poem. Now, you may be familiar with Thomas Hardy. You may not realize he wrote poetry. Thomas Hardy was responsible for the feel-good summer reading books like Tess of the D'Urbervilles and Jude the Obscure. Okay, they were not exactly fun reading, but he did write this poem, and the sentiment of it caught my eye, and my feeling was it was tough to argue with. So it became a song too. I can almost hear your voice when a whisper rides the wind. Words from long ago, they drift like fallen snow, and I almost hear your voice. I can sometimes see your eyes when a stranger looks my way, but it turns out to be your shadow chasing me. But I sometimes see your eyes, just like a thief comes through a window and takes all he can find. And time makes off with your memories, but time leaves things behind. Your time leaves things behind. I can feel you by my side. In the stillness of the night, the long arm of the moon reaches across the room, and I feel you by my side. Just like a thief comes through a window and takes all he can find. And time makes off with your memories, time leaves things behind. Time leaves things behind. Do you wonder where I am? And do you wonder where you'd be if some forgotten day things had gone another way? And do you wonder where you'd be? Just like a thief comes through a window and takes all he can find, and time makes off with your memories, but time leaves things behind. Time leaves things behind. Time leaves things behind. Time leaves things behind. Okay, it's time to head back to Miss Rory Kelly, the talented Rory Kelly. If you have not heard her new album, Shadow Work, you are doing yourself a disservice. It is so well done, so beautifully produced and written and recorded. It's just a lovely piece of work. Lovely piece of shadow work, I might add. So definitely check that out. And thanks so much for the kind words, and thanks for listening, everybody. And here she is. She's back. Hey there, Rory.
I didn't even have to pay him to say that. Hey, everybody. How amazing is Ray? How super good is he? Don't forget, take a look down at the scrolling, follow the bouncing ball. Take a look down at the scrolling thing below, which has his website in it, and make sure you go sign up for his mailing list, maybe buy a CD, maybe follow him on the social medias. Make sure you support the Muses on this Muse cast, my friends.
I will also add about the website, Rory, if that's okay.
Please.
That because I'm such a great businessman, I put all 4 of my CDs up there in their entirety with the lyrics, so you can listen to everything and read along with the words and have a great time.
Nice. You can go listen to all the things. So please go listen to all the things after this next hour, because I'm going to sing to you for this next hour. Then, when it's time for more Ray, because you just didn't get enough tonight, I know the feeling, then it's time to go visit raylambiase.com. But right now, yeah, and Suzanne is saying literally the best to have the lyrics. It's so nice. I'm such a lyric person. I agree. Mm-hmm. All right, so right now, here's what I'm going to ask y'all to do. Stick around right where you are. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, just stay where you are, because I'm going to start a new, fresh video, and now I'm going to sing to you and maybe loop at you and maybe read some poetry to you for the next 60 minutes. God help you. So stay where you are, and I will see you again soon. Bye, friends.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Go get him, Rory.